Hey, greetings to you, family. Welcome back to Rising Ground Church. If you happen to be new here, then my name is LaShondra. And if you have been with us for a while, then we're grateful for you and we're glad to have you back here again. I pray that as you receive this prophetic word specifically, that you will ask God for further instructions and clarity if that is needed. You know, oftentimes when it's a word and we may not know exactly what it's pertaining to in our lives, then we can get kind of panicked or even get irritated and start to question and like, what does this mean, Lord? How am I supposed to apply this? What are you saying? What is this pointing to? And when we're like that, then it's hard for the truth and for answers to reveal itself to us. So take some time to meditate on this word, specifically this word. And I have some scriptures that I'm going to share with you. So take some time to do that and ask the Lord. And you better believe He will give you the answers. But this is the thing. Now, be ready to receive the answers as He gives it to you. You know, sometimes we only want the answers that we want to hear, but you have to be open and willing to hear what the Lord wants to say to you. So in this, the Lord is saying, strike the ground again. And for those of you who have been with us for a while, you may remember this word that I shared. I shared it last December of 2021. And the Lord was saying that there are some things that He has told you to do, and maybe it wasn't profitable in that moment, and maybe things didn't work out the way that you thought they would, and you kind of just left it to the side. You kind of just discarded it. But God is saying to strike the ground again. So do it again. Now, again, that's why I started this off saying, if you don't know immediately what this is pertaining to or what area in your life this is pertaining to, then ask the Lord and He will make it clear to you. Now, when the Lord was saying this to me, and sometimes He'll do this with prophetic words, He'll bring it back around because He's God. And if it's something that He wants you to remember, He's reminding you of, then He's putting it before you again. And so I believe that this will be a word of confirmation, and it also will be a word of instruction that God is telling you to strike the ground again. So don't give up so quickly. Now, that's the other main point that He was saying in this. Don't give up so quickly. So let's look at 2 Kings chapter 13, verses 15 through 20. I'm not going to read all of that. I'll just kind of summarize it, and you can read it yourself on your own time. But in it, Elisha was giving instructions, and he was saying to strike the ground. And I believe it's 18 and 19 where he says, you should have struck the ground 5 or 6 times, he exclaimed. Now, he did it like 3 times, but he was like, that wasn't enough. You should have done it like 5 or 6 times, he exclaimed. Then you would have beaten Aram until it was entirely destroyed. Now, the Lord can be saying to you that there are some areas and things in your life that, yeah, you've done it a few times, or you know, maybe you've even went back and pursued something yet again, but it wasn't, that's not enough. It wasn't quite enough times. And if you go back, then this time it will be completed. This time it will be finished the way that God has planned for it to. Now, that's the other key. So I pray that you're really listening to this word and that you're allowing the spirit of discernment to come in, because God can have a whole nother plan on how He wants something executed and to the completion according to His will and what He has planned for you, not according to your own plan, and not you thinking, well, I've done it enough times, or I've said this enough times, or you know, maybe they told me no, but I went back and I did it again. Lord, I've already done it twice. I've already done it 3 times. Well, God is saying, strike the ground again. Do not give up so easily. And again, perhaps it's something that you pursued and it just didn't turn out the right way. And you even question, like, Lord, I thought you told me to do this, but look, nothing came from it. Nothing happened. I'm not going to do it again. Well, when you're in that place, then there's a lot of resistance, and you're not allowing God's promises to be fulfilled in your life through your obedience. That's very, very key. Through your obedience. So you have to remember that as well. Sometimes it's not just about you doing something because this is the best way that it should be done. But it's about your obedience. God is saying, will you obey me? Will you go back even if this person is hard-headed or if they're not listening? Will you obey me no matter what it looks like? So take this word before the Lord. If you don't understand it, he will reveal it to you and strike the ground again.